Hello and welcome to this video looking at the Nazi Party between 1932 to 1934. Taken as a whole, this video looks to cover aspects of Weimar and Nazi Germany from the EdXL GCSE course, and we're going to try and do it all in 5 minutes. So let's get started. So Germany by the early 1930s. After the Wall Street crash of 1929, things are getting better and better for the Nazi Party. The Great Depression means that people are experiencing greater poverty, businesses are closing, and as a result, people are increasingly looking towards extremist solutions. By 1932, there is instability within Germany. Hitler stands for president, but loses to Hindenburg in May 1932. Now, Ben Newmark has a great video showing the process by which Adolf Hitler becomes Chancellor. It goes through the ins and outs as well as the key players involved, and I'll put a link to that below. But essentially, over the course of successive elections, what Adolf Hitler is able to do is increase the Nazi Party's vote share and is eventually made Chancellor of Germany in January 1933. Adolf Hitler finally has what he wants and he's made Chancellor. This is a picture here of him shaking hands with President Hindenburg when the Chancellorship is confirmed. After he's made Chancellor, Adolf Hitler sets out to create a dictatorship. He's still some way off being the all-powerful figure that he'll become, and the most important event to help him seize more and more power is the Reichstag Fire in February 1933, which Adolf Hitler very quickly blames on the communists. Shortly after this, he brings in the protection law. This stops communists being able to take seats within the Reichstag, and he's also able to increase the Nazi Party's vote share in the election of March 1933 with a 2/3 majority. With this majority, he's now able to pass through the Enabling Act in March 1933. Essentially what this does is that it commits Germany to 4 years rule without the Reichstag. Hitler is going to be able to make laws independently. With this in place, he's able to remove other opponents to his power. Trade unions are banned and other political parties are also banned. Local government is also brought under Nazi Party control. With his opposition outside the Nazi Party severely weakened, Hitler now sets his sights on the party itself and ensuring all possible opposition is removed. The most likely source of this opposition is Ernst Röhm, the head of the SA who is seen as a threat to Hitler's power. There are 3 million people in the SA, and the socialist ideas and roots are seen as a threat to Hitler's fascist ideology. So what he does on the 30th of June 1934 is he tricks SA leaders into a meeting only for them to be arrested and executed. Hitler uses his newly formed SS to carry out the murders. About 400 members of the SA are killed over 4 days in total. Hitler's power is strengthened even further in August of 1934 when President Hindenburg dies of natural causes. With this in place, Hitler now sets out to make himself Führer of Germany, ensuring that everybody is loyal to him and him alone. Even the army are made to swear oaths of loyalty. Now, as undisputed leader of Germany, Hitler sets out to keep it this way, establishing an extensive police state. This is where the police and any other government forces control people's lives. Neighbours are encouraged to spy upon one another, and anyone who disagrees with the party can be made to disappear. The first part of this is the SS, Adolf Hitler's personal protection squad. They're set up in 1925. But with the SA less powerful, they have an increasing role to play within the Nazi Party. And by the early 1930s, this private police force has 240,000 men overseeing the German population. Another part of the Nazis' police state are the SD and the Gestapo. The SD are the security force. It's their job to monitor all possible opponents of the Nazi Party, while the Gestapo are the secret police force. They're plainclothes officers who arrest political opponents and are largely able to control the Germans through fear. A further aspect of this police state are concentration camps. Initially at least, these are mostly for political opponents, but later on they see the introduction of so-called undesirables and minorities. By 1939, there are 150,000 prisoners held within these concentration camps, and the first one is set up at Dachau in 1933. Another aspect of the police state is the legal system, and Adolf Hitler ensures that all judges join the Nazi Party, and they are overseen not just by the bodies in place, but the party itself. Trial by jury is abolished, and a people's court is established, controlled by Hitler for treasonable offences. Taken together, these developments cement Adolf Hitler's control and power over the German people by 1934.